Okay, Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone. Today we have a very interesting discussion. Our topic is about discuss a person that you think has contributed a lot to your country, and what has the person done that warrant him to be called a hero. For us, when we were children, we had like a definition for the word hero. A hero is someone who saves life and someone who do things like unusual things that others may fear to do it. We call him hero, him or her. But as we grow up, as we grown up, that definition has evolved into like so many different aspects. So today, let's begin our discussion with Firdaus. What do you think? Who is
I think
first?
my first my country hero is I think Tunku Abdul Rahman is our first prime minister. It
Oh,
is because he keep his he keep his promise to have independence for our land from British. Uh,
so that the country can be
uh,
free.
like
uh, like now.
so he was the one who worked for the independence of Malaysia.
Yes.
He was the leader. Okay. So your hero is Tunku Abdul Rahman,
Yes, Tunku
right?
Abdul Rahman, our first prime minister.
The first prime minister of Malaysia. You guys have a rich history, great history. So Amy, who's your hero?
I have to agree with Amir Firdaus, but I have my own hero. He's known as Datuk Lee Chong Wei. Uh, because he's known as the number one badminton player in the world. If it's not for his success and his great efforts,
Huh?
people wouldn't have known Malaysia as it is known now. Because of him,
So
Malaysia has been having quite of a great name actually because of his wins, and then also because thanks to him, there are many people who actually likes badminton now and likes sports just to
hmm.
get to his level because Malaysia has a really good name when it comes to sports worldwide.
Okay.
Yeah, so like thanks to him, Malaysia has a really good name, and he is actually known to be a lot of he's known to be a hero for a lot of people.
Okay, so like he introduced Malaysia to the world.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Wow, wow, that's awesome. So what do you think, Noor? As Hmm.
My hero same with Aimi, a person that I think has contributed a lot to our country is Datuk Lee Chong Wei.
Okay,
He is the number one Malaysian badminton player and the most famous athlete.
the most famous athlete.
Datuk Lee Chong Wei knows for his friendly attitude and he's been described as the national hero to his several achievements in the badminton arena and was given the title of Datuk by Malaysia Prime Minister Najib Razak.
So like Najib Razak awarded him.
Awarded.
Yeah.
Okay, so so you're both Hasna and Amy say that Lee Chong Wei, right? Lee
Yeah.
Chong Wei
Yeah.
is your hero because he introduced Malaysia to the world.
Yes.
Amirul says like Tunku Abdurrahman. Tunku Abdurrahman is his hero. So, what do you think of Tunku Abdurrahman, Amy?
It's true what Amir Firdaus said. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be freely doing anything as we are doing now. Our country wouldn't be experiencing any independence if it wasn't for what he did for our country. He even went to United Kingdom to
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth and do the things for our country. So honestly, if it he is a hero. He is a hero. That's why his names are in the history books. That's why everyone should know about him and what he did for our country and what great achievement he has done.
That's awesome. Amirul,
Yes.
what do you think of Lee Chong-wei?
Hmm.
Can we
I have.
recognize the hero?
Oh, okay. I have watching a lot of game of Dato' Lee Chow Wei,
Uh-huh.
especially Dato' Lee Chow Wei and Lindan.
Yeah.
That rival
Okay,
is
and then
make me
who's
proud about him play on Olympic, get a silver medal for Olympic. That makes me cry a lot
oh wow,
because he
oh wow.
got the gold medal for the final of Olympic, but Lindan does.
Yep.
I
His,
I think he's hardworking. He can be proud of. Can be proud of.
his name again, please.
Uh, what?
The name of the person that you were speaking about. Not not
Uh,
not Chingui, not
Lee.
or
Chongqing.
uh,
What?
his rival from China, Lindan.
Lindan.
Yep.
Oh, he's
Lindan.
from China.
From China. His
Oh,
rival.
oh, okay. Wow, that's awesome. Hasanah,
Sana.
Sana, are you around?
No.
Are you
He's
around?
sleeping.
Oh, she's busy doing something. Yeah,
What?
I just wanted to ask you about Tunku Abdurrahman.
Uh,
What do you think his contribution to your country?
Hello.
I think, hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think Tunku Abdul Rahman is the greatest person because he can bring independence to our country
Uh-huh.
since our country been conquered for a long time.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I've spoken to some Malaysians, and some have like recognized Dr. Tun Mahathir Muhammad
Oh.
as as their hero. So now I want to ask you for your opinion. Like, what do you think Dr. Tun Mahathir has done to Malaysia? Like, changing it from a poor country that its economy was depending on agriculture to a country that's one of the leading Asian tigers, so to speak, uh, has become. So, what do you think about Dr.
Mm.
Tun Mahathir? Should we
Um,
recognize
can
him
I
as?
have a say in this?
Yep. Sure.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie. Like Dato Mahathir has given a lot of contributions during his younger days. Um, during his youth years, actually our country was able to achieve a number of records actually by his plans and
Yeah,
his
like
economic planning and
Yeah.
everything. At that time, Malaysia was at its peak actually, since we were actually still developing.
yeah,
It was actually thanks to him.
yeah.
Um, but as the year goes, like right now, with all the manifestos and after the election and everything, things
Yeah.
has been looking uh, a bit off, in the political world.
Uh-huh.
So, but it's he still does his best. He's like 90. He's like 90 plus year old, and he's still working for the country. So
Oh,
that's something respectable, actually.
uh-huh. Wow, that's awesome. Amirul,
Yes.
yeah, can we hear your opinion about it?
I think Tun Mahathir give a lot of his hard work from especially in 1998, our country has dropped down the economy, but Tuan Mahathir resolved it, have grown out our economy. But I think Tuan Mahathir, I don't know. Many rumors about him. Not a good thing. Yeah, you should read.
Yeah,
You should read.
every successful
Uh,
person
it
faced
is a political issue.
kind of allegations.
I don't want to mention it. What?
Okay.
Why? Like,
Hasanah or Aimi is kind out. Okay.
okay.
Welcome back, Amy. Uh, so yeah, every successful person faced that kind of allegations.
Yeah.
Allegations. Okay. What do you think the contribution that Dr. Tun Mahathir has given to your country, so that some people can call him a hero?
I think Dr. Mahathir has bring our country to the highest grade in terms of economy and development.
Okay, awesome.
And until now, he worked very hard to repair our country weakness in all aspects, especially education and our reach and level of our people,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
which is he introduced to the class of rich and poor in terms of B40, M40, and T20.
End of
Oh,
2020.
yeah,
Okay.
the vision of 2020.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we achieve it?
No,
Most probably. Most
It,
probably.
is it still achievable?
Maybe half. At least half.
How?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe 75%.
Yeah, yeah.
It's better than nothing.
Better.
Uh-huh. That's awesome. Do you have guys anything to add? Like, if you have someone who you can call a hero as well, uh, in your from your history or in the current, like nowadays in Malaysia, is there any hero other
Oh,
than
Mm.
Tunku Abdurrahman and the
actually there is sorry for interrupting. Actually there is someone. I think Amirul would know. Lieutenant Adnan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lieutenant?
Lieutenant Adnan, yeah. He is also there's actually a book about him.
Hmm.
He's a soldier, Malaysian soldier who died defending our country.
Well, when was that?
In
Uh,
World War II, Japan.
Oh, it was during the war with the Japanese.
yeah.
Invade Malay land.
Yeah, what's so special about him to be called a hero?
Um,
Because
uh,
during war, so many soldiers die. Why do you still remember him as a hero?
because he was one of those that got captured, but he never really um, followed the Japanese. He still stuck into defending our country, even though he was tortured very slowly.
Wow.
It's to a point that they had to. He was beheaded, I think. If I don't remember how he died, but his strength and his love towards the country was so strong that he became a special icon. We actually have a special date for him, but
Wow.
it was last week. His memorial was last week. Yeah, I think.
Oh, so the country has devoted a day for him.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
okay.
Sometimes we send wishes, or we make him as an inspiration, or sometimes even we make a special event, movie or something for him. Yeah, to remember him.
Wow, that's admirable.
Yeah.
Admirable. What part of his history do you recall, Mr. Firdaus?
But I don't hear.
No, no, I mean, when you hear his name, What do you recall? Or
Oh, I recall from the movie, especially from Piramli movie. Piramli became a Lieutenant Adnan. You should watch it. It is a history movie. Uh, I think in 1973.
oh,
Yeah, you should look it. It's a sad movie.
Yeah, it's
so
a really sad movie.
the movie was in 1973.
Yeah,
Okay.
think so.
Okay.
Yes.
Hasna? Yeah.
Piramli is the for the that movie.
Is what?
Is a director for the movie.
Okay.
For
Wow.
them.
That's awesome. Hasna, what do you think of Little Adnan?
I agree with I agree to Aimi. I have read and hear a lot of history and about his fighting against Japan. He was a great fighter.
Hmm?
Hmm. Um,
Uh,
if I may, what about you, moderator Abdullah? What we haven't heard from you. Like, who is your hero? Who do you think is?
my hero. I'm a global citizen.
Hey, it's no
So
problem. You've
I
been
have,
here for a while.
yeah,
You
I've
live
been
in
for
Arab,
for me, I might be biased, you know,
but
because yeah, because my absolute hero in Malaysia is Dr. Tun Mahathir. Not only he
oh,
brought Malaysia, also, I think, as you said, like last week, he held the Kuala Lumpur summit. The
The
Kuala
Kuala
Lumpur,
Lumpur
yeah, the summit, Kuala
summit.
Lumpur,
Okay.
Islamic. Uh,
yeah,
uh,
Kuala Lumpur summit 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and wa- let me. And the title or the slogan of that summit was to develop all Muslim countries. So he's not only concerned about Malaysia,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
uh,
he's also thinking about the whole Islamic countries, the Islamic
Mm-hmm.
world. So that's admirable. I think that's very admirable. And he brought so many like uh, enemies together in one place. So that's something that others couldn't achieve. And so I think my absolute hero in Malaysia, especially, is Dr. Tun Mahathir.
Wow,
And
that's great. That's great.
in Nigeria, my hometown, the current president, is his name is President Muhammadu Buhari.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
Yeah, Muhammadu Buhari. He was a military ruler in 1980, I think, in 1980. And at that time, when he was a military leader, he fought corruption in every possible way until they did a coup on him. So they removed him from power. They jailed him, and in 2015, the people elected him in a free election, and he became the president of Nigeria. And now he's doing everything possible to change the name of the country and to fight corruption. He's fighting scammers as well.
Oh,
Yeah, there is a scammer who was in Malaysia and then
oh,
to Dubai, and after that he was on the list of the Interpol. So he said he thought that if he went to Nigeria, he's going to a safe haven. But
oh no.
they received him in the airport, and they jailed him. Now he's jailed, and from now and then, like we hear so many stories about scammers have been captured, and
Mm-hmm.
corrupt politicians. Like recently, a former governor of a state, got jailed for 24 years or something because of corruption, and
Oh,
he fought terrorism as well. So he's still I think the poorest African president.
Oh, I see.
African president. He's very humble. He's like down to earth, and he's incorruptible.
Wow.
He's incorruptible. So I can like call him a hero,
Yeah.
someone admirable.
That's very
I think
nice and very great.
I think my hero too.
Your hero is
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you. Okay, guys. It was such a nice discussion.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay.
we got to learn a lot from you guys, especially about Lieutenant Adnan, about Lee Chongwei,
Yep.
about Tuanko Abdurrahman, about Tun Dr. Mahathir.
Yeah.
Such a rich history. And I think you've learned about the Nigerian president.
Yeah, yeah.
His name is Muhammadu Buhari.
Wait.
And I thank you very much for this discussion. Do you have anything else to add?
No, not from me.
Nah, you know.
Amirul Firdaus. Hasna, do you have anything to add?
No.
No. Okay, that will be all, guys. And thank you very much for this discussion again. And see you guys.
Betul.